Author and medical doctor Yumi Ishihara, known for the power of 1 meal a day fasting, points out that the biggest problem modern people face is overeating. She says our bodies have become ones that cannot rest even for a moment. Because of this, fatigue builds up, immunity decreases, weight increases, and inflammation becomes chronic. She emphasizes that modern people suffer from illnesses without knowing the true cause. Let's take a look at how powerful fasting truly is, and how it relates to immunity. Now, let's think about this. Everyone, why do you lose your appetite when you catch a cold? The reason you don't feel hungry when you're sick is not a coincidence. It is a signal from your body saying, right now, I want to focus on healing, not digestion. Many people take vitamins, supplements, and seek out healthy foods to boost their immunity. But the most powerful method to restore immune strength is surprisingly simple. It is the act of emptying fasting. Today, we will talk about the astonishing science behind how fasting awakens your immune system and transforms your entire body. Immunity is not something you gain only from special supplements or nutrients. Immunity is a natural force that becomes strong when the entire body is in balance. However, the lifestyle of modern people constantly disrupts this balance. 3 meals a day, plus snacks, late-night meals, food delivery, overeating, and constant snacking give immune cells no time to rest. Think about it. The immune system is supposed to use energy to detect and respond to external invaders, such as viruses and bacteria. But what happens if we continuously eat? Because it has to process large amounts of toxins, fats, and salts from excessive food intake, it can't perform its original tasks. Immune cells end up working overtime in the digestive workshop and can't fulfill their role as guards. This is the fundamental reason modern people feel constantly tired, easily catch colds, and suffer from allergies and inflammatory diseases. But once the body enters a fasting state, the situation completely changes. The body no longer needs to digest new food. At that moment, the immune system begins to fully awaken. The blood becomes clearer, white blood cells move more efficiently, and they begin to clean up the long accumulated sites of inflammation one by one. Here is an important point. Fasting is not a time when immunity rests. It is actually the period when immunity works the most actively, like a cleaning crew entering the office after all employees have gone home. Letting the digestive system rest is what helps immunity. This is not just theory. Even simple viral illnesses, like the common cold, recover much faster during fasting. When the stomach is full, the body's focus is diverted to digestion, slowing immune action. On the other hand, when fasting, all energy is directed toward recovery and defense. Look at animals. What do dogs or cats do when they're sick? They stop eating, drink only water, and lie still. Their instincts already know the truth. We humans simply lost this wisdom in the comforts of modern life. Fasting opens the door to immunity and activates the body's healing power to its maximum level. Once you understand the principle of fasting, it's time to learn how to practice it. Fasting is something anyone can do, but it must be adjusted according to one's age and lifestyle. For those in their 20s and 30s, metabolism is active, so fasting adaptation is quick. Even if you skip breakfast, your body controls energy well, and you may feel improved concentration and work efficiency. Working adults and middle-aged people often experience stress-induced false hunger, but this is also the period when fasting has the greatest effect. Morning fasting reduces stomach burden, clears your head, and relieves chronic fatigue. Most middle-aged weight gain and adult diseases begin with overeating and late-night eating. Older adults should avoid overdoing it. Small amounts of quality food are sufficient. Light breakfasts and small lunches and dinners help the digestive system rest and improve vitality. Fasting is a natural rhythm for cleansing the body regardless of age. You only need to adjust that rhythm to suit yourself. So how do you actually begin? Here is a 30-day program to restore immunity. Week 1: emptying the morning, giving the digestive system rest. The first week focuses simply on skipping breakfast. Instead of bread, rice, or soup, start with carrot apple juice or warm ginger tea. During this week, the digestive organs take a short break and begin to open the door to recovery. It is when the immune cells start to awaken, thinking, now. It's time to return to our real job. Week 2, handling hunger, identifying false hunger. When hunger comes, drink water or warm tea while observing the sensation. You will gain an important insight. Hunger rises like a wave and always goes back down. During this process, you learn to distinguish real hunger from habitual or stress-induced hunger. Week 3, reducing overeating, securing immune energy. Even if you eat lunch and dinner, stop at about 60–70% fullness. Aim for lightness, not fullness. You begin to understand that food is not for stuffing the stomach, but for maintaining balance throughout the body. By this point, you'll feel that you catch fewer colds and experience fewer skin troubles. Week 4, feeling immune recovery. By the 4th week, your whole body feels different. Your skin becomes clearer, swelling decreases, and morning fatigue lessens. Most importantly, you'll feel that your immunity has improved, fewer colds during seasonal changes, reduced allergies, and decreased chronic inflammation. By the end of the 30 days, your body will naturally remember the rhythm of fasting. Shall we listen to real stories from people who practiced fasting? One office worker said, "I used to catch colds 4 or 5 times a year, but after starting morning fasting, I didn't catch a single cold for 6 months." A woman in her 20s who suffered from lifelong atopic dermatitis said her skin inflammation significantly decreased after 3 months of fasting. She said she could tolerate it even without applying medicated creams. A person with chronic rhinitis who used to carry tissues every morning said, "After 2 weeks of fasting, my nose cleared. I thought it was a coincidence at first, but the effect continued." Someone who suffered from cold extremities said their hands and feet became warm. A person dealing with chronic fatigue said they gained concentration and steady energy. Someone emotionally unstable found emotional stability, and a person who used food to cope with stress learned to distinguish between hunger and emotion. Above all, people who practiced fasting all say one thing: "My life became neat and orderly." When you stop being dragged around by food and start listening to your body's signals, the rhythm of life becomes simpler and more natural. Regaining health has long been considered a complicated and difficult task. So we take supplements, vitamins, and search for healthy foods. But science, philosophy, and the wisdom of nature all point in the same direction. Reduce eating, or more precisely, give your body time to empty. That is the simplest and most fundamental path to restoring immunity and reclaiming health. We are used to constantly filling ourselves, but real change begins with emptying. Fasting awakens the healing wisdom your body originally possesses. It restores the immune system disrupted by overeating, clears inflammation, and activates cellular regeneration. When the body is emptied, immunity awakens. When immunity awakens, true health begins. Fasting is not just a method but an attitude. It is a way of life that involves eating less, eating slowly, and listening to bodily signals. The body already knows how to heal and how to stay healthy. All we need to do is quietly listen to those signals. Fasting is not simple hunger, it is the door that awakens your inner immunity. Once you open that door, you will encounter a healthier, more energetic, and more liberated life. If today's video was helpful, please like and subscribe. Please share your fasting experiences, especially how your immunity has changed, in the comments. Have a healthy day.